Okay, so good afternoon to all of you. So for the last lecture of the year, since next week ay submission na lang natin ilaan yung ating time for your module. Although we have 4 lessons, so matatapos na natin is lesson 3, but we're going to have a review by the next meeting, which would be next year. So our next lesson is on pineapple production, and it's scientifically known as Ananas squamosus under the Bromeliaceae family, and it would take for pineapple to flower, for 20 to 24 months, and ang kanyang fruiting ay nasa 6 months, So it would take actually 2 years, for pineapple. So ganun siya katagal. And it can be this is also one of the most economic fruit that we are producing in the Philippines and worldwide. And we actually propagate pineapple through crown cutting, or meron din tayong mga tissue culture, And in Mindanao, it is especially cultivated extensively, like in Bukidnon, Northern Mindanao, Sargent, like Cotabato province, and Southern Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, Jensan, Bukidnon, Bicol, Calabarzon, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, and Rizal, Quezon. So we also, aside from domestic, we also export, And it is, Philippines is actually the second biggest pineapple exporting country in the world, It's just like
Paputol, ma'am. Paputol-putol ang audio.
Ay, putol-putol. Ay, basig sa imong harap na i-check lang nato sa recorded, ha. Kasi stable mo na kung net. But we will just check na lang. So, to continue, we are next to Thailand, in terms of pineapple exporting top country. So we all know that we use pineapple, whether fresh, canned, juice, or processed, in a lot of delicacies or desserts, even sa ating mga we have adobo, diba? Sometimes you put pineapple, and ano pa ba yung ibang na may pineapple? So fruit salad, jam, yogurt, ice cream, candy, and many more mga meat dishes. And it is very rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, and it's good for your digestive system, for fitness, ideal weight, and balanced nutrition, and also vitamin C, which is very important. Okay, so aside from that, it also protects, it's anti-cancer, and it's good for the heart. It breaks up blood clots. It's very good for hypertension and relieves intestinal disorders, soothes the bile, and has stimulate kidneys and aids in removing toxic elements in the body. And also accelerate healing of wounds due to mga surgery, and reduces inflammation kasi meron siyang mga phytochemicals, sa pineapple. It's very rich of, and also we also use pineapple for a source of fiber, textile fiber. Sa manufacture of piña cloth, meron tayong tinatawag na piña cloth. Meron din tayong twines and cordage, made of pineapple, wallpaper, furnishings, and other uses. Okay. So save ko lang ulit. Okay, so to continue, we also use the leaf, the leaf juice or unripe fruit as medicine ng anti-helmintic, diuretic, and digestive refrigerant. And also other products in making wine vinegar or yung nata gel. And the others for canning waste pulp ay ginagamit natin like stock feeds. So ayun, ang dami niyang gamit, no? And we also have a lot of varieties of or cultivars of pineapple. Now we have the so-called smooth cayenne or yung Hawaiian, which is matures 18 months and it can have 25,000 fruits per hectare. So it's about 3 kilogram with 13 to 19 degree Brix, so matamis siya, no? And this is best for cutting and processing. And the leaves are spineless and cylindrical, so hindi siya masyadong masakit, no? For cultural practices. So we also have locally grown Queen, Formosa, and red Spanish native na Philippine red. So itong Queen variety ay for fresh fruit. If you've been to Bukidnon, madami ito, and about 1 kilogram lang siya. Golden yellow yung pulp, crispy, and napakatamis, 14 to 18 degree Brix, and it has excellent flavor and longer shelf life. So nakatila na ba mo ka ng pineapple sa Bukidnon? Diyan sa nakato na Bukidnon?
Wala pa, ma'am.
Wala pa. Sige. Anyway, if you are going to Bukidnon someday, don't miss to try. Para mo na sa mga sa Valencia, no? Sa kilid sa kanang mo adtupod mo Cagayan, malabi na ninyo. Sa kilid sa dala na nasalidaghan kay nga mga nakalinya na nga pineapple. Same with mato ka sa Jensen or Cotabato. Diba, Jay? Taga Jensen ba mo, Jay? Or Cotabato? Okay, so anyway, this red Spanish or native Philippine red is also cultivated for strong and delicate fiber in Western Visayas, particularly sa Aklan, and it's the fruit is squarish, not 2 kilogram, pale yellow flesh with pleasant aroma, and however the leaves are very spiny, no. So for the cultural and management, soil and climatic requirements, it's very good for sandy loam to clay loam, well-drained, rich in OM, and pH of 4.5 to 5.5. So medyo talaga siya. Medyo acidic, and it 24 to 30 degrees Celsius. And distributed rainfall about up to 150 centimeter per year at very short dry season lang. So kaya maganda talaga siya sa ating lugar, no? And elevations then na 1,000 feet or up to 200 meters above sea level is maganda for pineapple. So the more siya na bugnaw, the more siya na or mataas ang elevation, the more din maganda ang production natin for pineapple. And we use asexual propagation for pineapple, no? Suckers, leaves, crowns, since yung kaniyang infertile ata yung flower niya. And if you know the flower, makikita nyo mamaya sa video, it's an aggregate fruit. It means that yung mata sa mga pinya, yun yung mga flowers niya, no? Nagkukumpul-kumpul, and the whole fruit is an aggregate of flowers actually, no? So, ang ginagamit natin therefore, yung axil of the leaves, crowns, and we also make use of those for tissue culture. So, the crown will be bearing after up to 24 months, while yung slip up to 20 months, and yung sucker mas mabilis up to 18 months. And then they are cured, exposed to sunlight for 1 week, and depending also, and this will prevent infection or rotting. So again, if you have seen a very wide, like in the Dole plantation, makikita niyo talaga well plowed and thoroughly harrowed 3 times ang land, no? Para ma-achieve yung finest tilt and soil structure, and of course, definitely control weeds and ma-incorporate yung organic matter, evenly distributed, and they also need drainage canals, no? So, i-update ko lang yung attendance natin. Okay. Okay, so after this, we are also going to show videos on pineapple production by Dole. So how do we plant them? Of course, meron tayong yung crowns, yung commonly ginagamit, no? And there are 2 methods, merong single row and double row. So about 800 to 180 pala, hanggang 100 centimeter apart. And ang single row, while so it would need 33,000 to 50,000 plants per hectare. So double row naman, 20 to 30 centimeter row and 50 centimeter. Kaya it would need more, 44 to 76,000 plants per hectare pag double row. So mostly double row para ma-maximize yung ginagamit ng mga ano. So dependent din sa mga processors, no, anong ginagamit nila. So for fertilization requirements, ito yung kanilang fertilizer requirements every month after planting. No, like ammonium sulfate, mga 10 kg, 2 months after planting. So, ayan. No, and number of bags is 10 kilograms. So, ayan yung mga ano, and with all the commercial fertilizer. Wait lang ha. Nag-classico. Sorry.
Good night.
I-off na ko ha, bye-bye. So, sorry. Going back, the commercial farms also adopt their own fertilization program where they also have mga smaller dosages monthly. So, depende yon. So, you have anyway your guide here, and mostly you need urea, no, as fully a fertilizer para yun sa kanyang flowering on the first year. Kasi pagka second year, ready for flowering. And for flower induction, this is also being done para ma-ensure yung uniform flowering kasi sabay-sabay ang pag-harvest sa kanila. Kaya kailangan talaga siyang i-induce sa sa mga commercial na mga like dough plantation, no? So how they do, especially also very good pag off-season siya kasi seasonal din ang pineapple. So how do you know that it's very timely na for flower induction pag umabot na siya ng 60 functional leaves at weighing up to 2.8 kilogram at saka 1.3 meter tall na siya, and also considering the elevation, no? And ang ginagamit natin ay calcium carbide or calburo, no? 60 to 70% flowering ang result nito, or yung ethafone, no? And it could have more flowering to 100%. So ito yung level na ginagamit, no? 480,000 ppm. And sometimes, no, ginamix na lang ang ethafone at saka urea and lime. Now, these are the combination in flower induction of pineapple. So, ito yung composition ng mga flower induction natin. So, ito yung paano gawin. 2 kilograms ng calcium carbide for 90 liters of water. So, 30 ml ang solution na ginagamit for kasi in-spray sa heart ng pineapple. Pag ethafone naman, 30 to 50 ml. Is very effective. So after that, after 40 days, magpa-flowering na siya, no? And peak sa 50 days after, induction, and kompleto na siya by 66 days. Pwede rin tayo mag-intercrop if you want using pineapple, no? With coconut or papaya. Para madami ang kita, maximize yung inyong space. And for the pest and disease management, as I have said, kapag diseases, you can use fungicides for fungal diseases or what they call that, copper-based fungicide for bacterial diseases, and also for viruses, complete eradication talaga. And also for insects, you need insecticides. So konti lang naman for diseases, we all have Phytophthora heart rot, no? And ito yung symptoms and signs, rotting mainly, no? So you need to really do proper weeding and cultivation, drainage, and chemical deep treatment para maiwasan ang pag-spread ng mga diseases like the Pocettial fungicide. And yung pH kailangan ma-maintain with this range, medyo acidic siya para minimize yung heart rot. And this for brown spot or fruit core rot and brown rot. So ito yung mga coastal organism, madami actually, mga Fusarium, Penicillium, Pseudomonas, and so on. So usually, of course, uneven yung ripening and sunken brown yung mga fruits kung so yan yung mga very important diseases. So again, kailangan insect fungicides and dapat i-decrease yung mite population. So we also have marbling, no? It's caused by bacteria, so we need also a copper-based fungicide for that. And we also have pink disease, no, by Acetobacter aceti. So pink is it has no external symptoms, but makikita mo siya pag dark brown na siya kung na-slice. So kailangan talaga siya properly observed, harvested before 90% na maging yellow. We also have yeasty rot caused by yeast. And meron siyang bubbling exudation of gas. Then yung skin niya magba-brown and leathery. So protection from sunburn and avoid bruising. And also we have bot rot, black rot, soft rot. So again, syempre black rot siya, no? And this is a post-harvest disease. So during ano pa lang, mag-control ka na ng fungicide. Ayan, ito yung mga kanyang management strategies. Meron din tayong mga plant parasitic nematodes, no? Caused by Milodogyne, Pratiglaimcos, and Rotulingcos. And so for this, kailangan natin ng crop rotation, proper land preparation, and nematicide, of course. So for the insects, we have red scale, California, Florida, fern scale, and coconut scale. No, usually sucker sila, kaya nag-yellow or dry up siya. So you need, of course, insecticide. We also have mites and white grub, pineapple mealybug, so very common yan. Mga rodents, yung mga daga natin. Of course, we need rodenticides for that. And other methods aside from chemicals, we can also use trapping system, bounty system, and chemical method rodenticides. So for the weed management, kasi very important siya. Pwedeng cultural, no? Like through harrowing and intercultivation, mulching, preventive methods yan. We can also use chemical using herbicides and integrated weed management combination of both. So before we proceed with harvesting and post-harvest handling and maturity index, I don't know kung mabilis lang, konti na lang pala, so tatapusin ko na lang, no? So we have, makikita naman ito sa video mamaya. So pag ang pineapple kasi is hindi siya climacteric. So kailangan nag-yellow na siya about 30 to 50% bago mo siya i-harvest. So ang kanyang mag-golden yellow na siya, no? Para na-develop na talaga yung kanyang ang kanyang flavor. So, depende din yan sa kanang variety. So, it's stated here. So, and usually sa Dole, kinukunan lang nila ng degree Brix. So, pag hindi siya mababa sa 14 degree Brix. Usually, not later than 149 days from after induction. So, paano to harvest? Makikita nyo yan mamaya sa video kasi meron tayong mechanized harvesting or yung simply snap off mo lang using a knife, no, manually. And in the packing house operation, meron din tayong appropriate trimming, sorting, grading. So ito yung mga sizes, extra large hanggang very small. So ito yung mga term nila, extra, primera, segunda, tercera, and butterball, parang ano ng sasakyan. And ito yung mga equivalent weights nila. And so, ito yung mga peel color index nila. Dapat sila i-harvest. So, yeah, immature pa siya pag PC1. And pag PC2 naman, pwede na siyang 1/4 of the peel turning yellow na siya pag malalayo ang best use for dried or candied pineapple suitable harvest. So, bawat index ay may mga gamit. Sa PC3, ito naman for processing juice and jams. Meaning, 1/4 pa lang ay yellow. And PC4, ito yung 1/2 of the peel na 50%. Ito yung for harvest talaga. And more than 75% overripe na yan. Especially kung for export or for long layong market. No? And PC6 full yellow, dapat kainin na siya agad. So, nagwa-wax din tayo for pineapple like a banana. So, ito yung mga equivalent mineral nila. And packing operation natin. Makikita nyo sa video. And of course, these are stored at 20 degrees Celsius for 14 days. No chilling injury. And first transport, we can see in the video, of course, we use by land or by sea, by air. And the cost and return analysis can be found in the link. So do you have any questions or clarification before we proceed with pineapple production? So, ganun din siya. So let's watch this. Ito ata yung...
Pag may Del Monte Fiesta, ang liwanag ng Pasko!
So do you have any
Ang soap
question or
para sa body,
clarification?
pero sa feminine area, go for pH Care Natural Protection.
The ripe pineapple has a leathery, inedible crust with square eyes. These eyes are what are left of the individual flowers. At the Dole Farm in Moye, Costa Rica, flowering is induced by applying ethylene, a naturally occurring gas emitted by ripening fruit. Using ethylene ensures that our fields ripen uniformly and can be harvested all at once. It takes time, knowledge, and patience to grow a pineapple crop. Much of the process can be automated and is done by hand. Starting with the right conditions is an important first step. Pineapples grow best in sandy, loamy soil and do well in regions with a high percentage of sunny days, with temperatures ranging from 65 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. If the temperature range is too cool, the pineapples taste sour. If the range is too hot, they taste too sweet. Dole pineapples are produced in some of the world's finest growing areas, and our farms are integrated into the local environment, like the Moye farm, where both conventionally grown and organic pineapples are cultivated. The first step in planting a new pineapple field is to grow new plants from older mother plants. There are two primary methods of pineapple regeneration: suckers and slips. Suckers are shoots that grow from the base of the plant, while slips grow on the stem of the fruit. Gathering this new generation of plants is known as seed selection. 75% of our seed selection is done using suckers from previously harvested pineapple plants. First, the long leaves of the harvested mother plants are cut off, which encourages the young suckers to grow freely and allows them to be removed easily. When the suckers are harvested, experienced farm workers determine their quality. Only suckers that meet our strict standards are used to produce the next generation of Dole pineapples. Quality control inspections ensure suckers are the correct weight. They are segregated by size so that new fields are planted with uniform materials and the plants all develop at the same rate. This new field must be properly prepared following several specific steps. First, old plants that have already been harvested must make way for the new plants. The old plants are trimmed and a microorganism is applied, allowing the plants to decompose faster. A shredder further breaks down the old plant material, after which a disc harrow plows the field to break up the soil. This is followed by deep plowing and finally bed preparation. A well-designed drainage system is an essential good management practice. To reduce erosion and capture soil after heavy rains, we use natural materials like bamboo and pineapple plants in our drainage systems. Our experienced Dole workers plant each sucker by hand, using a specialized spade-like tool. A skilled worker can plant 5,000 to 6,000 pineapple plants a day, nearly a quarter of an acre. 14 to 17 acres are planted on this farm every week. Pineapple plants must be fertilized regularly. This is done using a boom sprayer that applies fertilizer directly to the leaves, where most nutrients are absorbed. Pineapple plants are perfectly designed to collect water. The leafy crown directs rainwater and nutrients to the center of the plant. These thriving young plants now need lots of sun and time. Depending on the growing region, it can take 13 to 16 months for each plant to produce a mature pineapple. But the wait is worth it, transforming months of effort into a sweet, nutritious treat.
Okay, so we're running out of time.
It all started when Cousin Ricky said,
Let's also watch this Harvesting Pineapples, No by Dole.
Pineapples are harvested ripe and ready to eat. At Dole's Moye farm in Costa Rica, harvesting occurs 6 days a week. At 6 a.m., our harvest team begins their workday. The crew always dresses in protective clothing. Freshly cleaned work clothes and safety gear are provided by Dole each morning and are collected again each evening for washing. The protective clothing differs depending on the work. For harvesting, rugged jeans, chaps, thick gloves, and protective glasses are worn to safeguard against the spiky bromeliad leaves. The pineapple fields have been split into blocks. The respective blocks are divided among the workers. While the harvest is underway, the foreman inspects the next blocks to be harvested. Pineapples are regularly sampled for quality. Workers check their flesh color and use a refractometer to measure sugar content. When the shell takes on a rich golden hue and the flesh is sweet and juicy, the pineapples are ready for picking. Pineapples are harvested at the peak of ripeness and don't ripen any further or get sweeter after picking. We use a specialized conveyor called a boom harvester, which gradually moves through the field. The size of the blocks is designed specifically for our harvesting equipment. The pineapples are picked by hand. Workers carefully place the fruit on the conveyor as pineapples are sensitive to bruising and damage. The conveyor carries them to the field bin where they are quickly but gently transferred by hand. The crown of a pineapple provides an ideal cushion for transport, so the fruits are stored upside down in the bins. Full bins are taken to the packing facility, where the pineapples are prepared for their journey to markets around the world.
Okay, ayan. And then I guess yung next ay processing man siguro. Sandali. Wala siya ata here sa kanilang playlist. So, wait lang ha. Processing. And so, but, yeah, packing pineapples.
Maggie Magic Sarap? Nasa kamay ko ang magic ng Pasko.
At Dole's Moye Farm in Costa Rica, pineapples are harvested year-round. The harvested fruit is quickly transported to our packing facility. The field bins are submerged into a pool of water. If any pineapples sink, they do not meet our quality standards. With the help of a gentle current, the floating pineapples are carried to the first workstation. At the same time, they are washed and cooled. A conveyor belt then takes them to the sorting station. Only pineapples of the correct size and quality are sent on to our packing area. Pineapples that do not meet our quality specifications for fresh fruit are sold locally for processing as juice or other products. The pineapples are then sealed in wax. This prevents them from losing moisture content and keeps them fresh during transport. Upon arriving in the packing area, the pineapples are packed in boxes in accordance with their size and color. Their respective size is marked on the box. Once each box is full, the Dole label is applied, the worldwide symbol for quality. To keep up with the volume of pineapples harvested, up to 10,000 boxes are needed every day, and these are all assembled on site. The boxed fruit then travels onto the pallet station. The pineapples are loaded on pallets according to size. Pallet corner boards come here from a nearby recycling plant, a joint venture between Dole and a local company. Together with the pallets and boxes, all the packaging components needed for shipping are combined on site, making the packing process fast and efficient. Each pallet is identified with a barcode, and boxes are identified with a lot number. This enables the pineapples to be tracked back to the farm of origin once they have arrived in the U.S. The pineapples are then chilled by forced air cooling, reducing their temperature to an optimum of 45 degrees Fahrenheit. This puts them in a state of hibernation, which is maintained throughout their trip. Soon, trucks will bring these containers of fruit to the port of Moine for a quick ocean voyage to the U.S. At each step of the process, every pineapple receives special handling and care. Our team of dedicated professionals ensures that consumers receive the freshest fruit possible every time.
Okay, so and yung next is yung processing. By the way, parang namali ko no, marag mag-meet pa dahil ta to sana pineapple production. Aha naman tong processing. Packing naman siya ay. Next week pala no, two meetings pa tayo before pa yung tawag doon yung ating deadline. So yeah, let's try this, but this is just part 1. So plantation right now. Anyway, we are lacking time already. So let's just try to watch. So anyway, we're going to
the question. Why do you have to do that?
Meron siyang so in the zone,
Do you do this time also, huh? These were water. A waterway, huh? Big. This is too small.